I'm Laura Tran.
I'm Jason Lee.
And today we're discussing the market for this week and this new year, 2023. So last year the market didn't do so well. Do you have any predictions for this year?
You know, unfortunately, last year market has not done really well because of so many different factors, and you're probably aware of it. War from Russia and Ukraine, inflation, interest rate from the Fed, and so this year, 2023, so far today, the market went down pretty bad today, starting the first trading day of the new year, 2023. But according to all the statistics, all the data, anytime when you have a really bad year from previously, the following year, the market tend to do better. Now, that's not always the case, but I'm hoping that's going to be the case. From my personal experience, I believe even though everybody talking about we are going to get into a deeper recession this year, but I think the market will find itself to get out of the darkness, and it's going to make its way all the way up again.
I hope so.
It will be. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to lose money at all.
No one does, right?
Right.
So what are we looking at this week?
This week, in terms of earnings report, we have only a few because, as a matter of fact, the earning report for last quarter is already over. So starting at the beginning, not beginning, but the mid of January is the new ER quarter.
Okay.
So, but for this week, we have only a few. They are not worthy of mentioning, but there's only one stock that I would be looking at if I was to trade. So that stock is STZ. It's the wine, liquor, and all this, liquor brands.
Okay.
It's pretty popular actually. So the current price of STZ is about $230. So from my calculation, I believe it's gonna move roughly about $7 to $10 maximum. Even though it's a big stock, $230 is not a small stock, but it's gonna move only just about $7 to $10. The reason because it doesn't have a lot of volume. The volatility is not very big, so it'll move just about that much. So if you trade, so be cautious. So just keep in mind it's gonna move just $7 to $10 at the most.
Okay. So if you were to start buying this year, which stocks are you paying attention to?
Well, to answer your question, you gotta pay me money for this.
So or follow and subscribe.
Yes. So honestly, the market right now is on sale big time. If you look at Apple stock, for example, Apple stock actually went down today. Apple right now about 124 as we're speaking. Apple has lost more than 30% so far. Tesla even worse. Tesla lost about 65% up to date. People are trying to short Tesla. People are trying to drag Tesla down so they can buy at dirt cheap price. Other than that, there's no reason for Tesla to go down. So, and then you have Microsoft. Microsoft had lost more than almost 30% this year too.
Wow.
And then you also have like all the tech stock like Amazon, Google, and also like semiconductor stock like NVDA.
Right.
They all lost more than 30% this year. So because of that, I believe you should not be afraid at this moment. Even though it may look scary right now, the market is still going down. There's no sign of stopping it anywhere. But you don't get a lot of opportunity like this. Stock don't just go down that much for no reason.
Yeah.
So this is the time where like long-term investor will start buying in for long-term. Doesn't mean you should buy like heavily at once. You should dollar cost average. Like I mentioned it from the last video, dollar cost average mean you buy at different increment. You don't just buy all at once with your money.
And by when you said this year, you mean 2023 or this past year coming?
This year, 2023. So
Okay.
we should be start looking at all the stock that I just mentioned earlier. We should be looking at those stock and thinking about what stock you should buy. All those stocks that I just mentioned are really good stock. They are on sale right now. They may continue to go down just a little bit more, depending on how the market does and how the market react to the Fed and stuff. But they are especially on sale right now. So I would pay attention to those stock. I mean, you can start buying little by little.
Right.
So
Yeah, buy low, sell high, right?
buy low, sell high. Yeah, because
I think everyone's kind of in the fear of recession at the moment, so the market is reacting to that.
we are in a recession right now. As a matter of fact, it's just going to be deeper and deeper. I mean, if you look at the housing market, the housing market has been booming crazy for the last 2 years, but now it's just like pausing. It's taking a pause right now. So, but that doesn't mean the housing market will collapse. Nobody knows, to be honest. I mean, you're a real estate agent,
Right.
so you think it's going to collapse?
personally, I don't think it's gonna collapse. But
Come on, I need to buy my house. I need to buy a house. Man. I need to buy a house. You need to go down. Yeah.
I mean, it's people are hesitant, especially in Arizona, with high interest and mortgage rates. But there's still, if it's a deal, I always say, if it's a deal, it's a deal. If you can get a house for a really good deal and you can hold it and sell it when it goes up again and make profit, then it's a deal, right? So that's what a lot of people did it back then when the market was really bad, and they held their house. They didn't sell. They hold it until it got better again, and they sold it, and they didn't lose much. So it just depends on when you need to sell it. Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't know, Laura is a real estate agent. Yeah, she's really good agent. I have not bought a single house from her because, excuse me, because all her listeners are like $1 million houses. I don't have that kind of money. Yeah.
I do $300,000, $400,000 homes too, and I help with renovation. And for investors who wants to get a property to convert into Airbnb, that's one of the things I specialize in. So when you're ready to get that investment property, I'm here,
All right.
Jason.
Let me make some more money this year from the stock market, then I'll contact you. Yeah. So make sure there's no listing agent fee. Yeah. So yeah, seriously, if you guys are looking to buy a house, Laura would be a great person, to talk to. So she's very knowledgeable. So
yeah, and to add on to that, I mean, Jason is a great stock coach. He does have hourly consultations. So if you guys, aside from these videos, if you really like the information that we're giving out, schedule a time with him and get a one-on-one consultation of what to do with your portfolio, especially when you're entering to the market without any sort of knowledge in stocks. The worst thing you can do is just to jump in by yourself with no sort of guidance and lose a lot of money. So you have someone here who's very knowledgeable to help you along the way.
oh, thank you for that information.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia at the end of this month.
Oh, for what?
I'm teaching in person for a class. A group of people requested me to teach in person in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it looked like, the word's spreading now that a lot of people are looking into investment, but they need somebody to guide them, to teach them, to give them the knowledge they need, in order to start investing. So fortunately, I'm the guy. So I'm the guy, yeah.
Because, looking at charts and, seeing all the different, trend lines, it could be very confusing if you don't know where to start.
It is. Frankly speaking, stock market is not simple, but it's not hard. You should need to know your core, you need to know your foundation, then you should be good to go. Yeah, so anytime you guys have any question regarding stock market, just drop me a comment or send me an email. My email will be below, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right?
And one quick question. What type of indicators do you use when you watch the stock market?
There are tons of indicators, to be honest with you. I can't tell you a specific one. You have indicators like RSI, MACD, Bollinger Band, so many of them. But it's all based on your preferences. Some people can make tons of money, just one indicator. Some people can make good money with a lot of indicators, and some people don't know what to do with them. So it's all up to you.
Okay. Good to know. Well, thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good day, guys, and good luck with investing.
Good luck. Bye-bye.